Hey.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I also want to thank God, man.
It's the love. It's the love. It's the love. I love you. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Astro Boys, where we give our insights of the local sports and also the sports around the world. Your average Joes. I am the Casey Walter. Here on my left is the Joe Hooters, and over here on my right is the original T.I. And way over here, because she stinks, is your darkness. Anissa is joining us tonight, and we too love getting pushed in the tush.
Oh, good one, buddy.
Yeah.
Tush push. No,
Wow.
it's still out there, buddy. Still going
Yeah, so let's go ahead and lead into that.
Thought
So
that
I
story
guess
was a month old.
no, actually it is because look what happened to my chapstick.
Oh man.
Yeah. Look what happened to his chapstick, followed by the tush push story. Go ahead.
Ooh, that's a good 1-2.
Who told you how to put on chapstick?
We like the tush push, and then he pulls out chapstick.
I always carry
What's going on
chapstick.
here?
Who taught you how to put it on?
It's not. It got washed, and now it got all fucked up. See, this is why I buy a 3-pack. Okay, so all the NFL owners, all the billionaires got together and then decided, hey, let's talk about this whole tush push thing. The Eagles got up there. I guess there was some kind of microphone podium or whatever to get, their little speeches. And Kelce's, Jason Kelce went up there and talked about, I guess they were trying to say, look, man, we're trying to get rid of it because it's too dangerous of a play. You might get injured. You might get hurt. And everybody's going up there like, no, that's one of the safest plays. But don't tell that to Patrick Mahomes. One of the safest plays we can have out there. Nobody's ever gotten injured ever since they did. So my thing was, so they voted as to keeping it. So my problem was, okay, I don't like it because they're good at it, but the fuck is that? Are you shitting on my face right now? Come on. What's the matter with you?
She's hungry. She's hungry.
On your face?
What?
Oh.
I know. It's like,
Okay, fucking.
so
Sorry.
take it easy.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't
right.
even
Take it
say
easy.
You're right.
anything.
Okay,
You
R.
didn't
Kelly
have
over here.
to.
But yeah, the crumpling of the Cheez-It bag.
Good
Come
timing.
on,
Good timing.
lady.
Good timing. I liked it.
She's literally eating.
What other sound
Cheez-Its.
effects do you have over there?
Like nobody can hear that. She
It was pretty cool.
crunch.
Casey Waltz is like, "What is that?" And you look over and she's
And she sits it down, like try to be quiet again. Like
she's like, "I don't
I
know
don't
what
know.
is it?
those fucking
What is
chipmunks
it?"
we were talking about earlier.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
geez. Okay, so
Carry on.
So then they went ahead and approved. So my thing was, okay, all right. Should teams get punished for something they're really good at?
Well, here's my take on it. Like, if they wanted to ban it, like, they're not going to ban all quarterback sneaks, right? I think the part they want to ban is like coming up from behind him and pushing him. Isn't that was the point?
Yeah.
can't
So
push
I
him from
didn't
behind?
realize that apparently. So on offense, they're allowed to tush push all the way through, but on defense, you can't do that. Did you know that? So like Chris Jones, for instance, nobody could come behind Chris Jones and say, okay, we'll match you pound for pound and push his tush into the crowd.
I did not.
That's what I heard the other day. So
I think there's
a disadvantage.
So
there.
I think there's two things to it, right? So I think part of them kind of look like it's a little bit of a cheat code in the sense, right? So it takes away some of the excitement when there's that 3rd and 1 or that 4th and 1, because what it started to turn into, at least with that team, right, is that, hey, they're going to get it no matter what. So there's really no anticipation of what's going to happen here. Like, we know they're going to fucking get it. So I think for them, they just didn't want it to become something that is used more throughout the NFL, because that's going to hurt viewership. That's my take.
It's stoppable though, because we stopped them twice.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So it's stoppable, but it's very rare.
Well, they weren't as good this year, obviously, because Jason Kelce wasn't the center. But
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, yeah, I'm like, either way, if they'd have banned it, I would have been fine. If not, yeah,
I know.
Well, it's not big on my.
But if it was the
thing.
Chiefs, something that they were really good at, that we were unstoppable on, and then they decided to get together, like, I don't know, let's make a rule against that. Would you agree with that?
If it's against the Chiefs, of course not. The Chiefs. I'm pro Chiefs. I'm a homer.
Is it biased?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but it's against the Eagles, and just because there's something that they're good at.
If I saw the Chiefs doing it, I think I'd be like, that's kind of a dumb play. I wish they wouldn't do it.
So one thing
what I
I,
would
I just
say.
want to touch on real quick is you can barely hear Anissa talk, but you can hear that bag crumble
I
pretty
know.
freaking loud.
See, that doesn't make any sense.
What was the deal with that?
Oh, I have a theory behind that.
Well,
Because
she
when
had-
it comes to eating,
I have a theory. She was hungry.
yeah, when it comes to eating, yeah, nothing stands in her way.
That's no doubt. No doubt.
Okay, so apparently T.I. has an itinerary. But by the way, welcome back, T.I.
Hey,
According
T.I.
to your boy over here, you were on your deathbed. He was like, "No, man, he looks like shit. He sounds like shit." I was like, "Damn, is it that bad?"
I don't think
He's not going to play softball anymore. We need to find another. Damn, really? He's not going to come and do this podcast anymore. You should have seen his head. He was split.
You guys are crazy. You know how
I didn't
look.
see his head, but I did think it was a pretty serious injury. I did think he wanted to play softball this season.
But I, on the other hand,
what the
Sorry.
fuck
Scared the
was
shit.
that?
I thought a fucking bomb. I thought a bomb
Like,
went off
yeah,
outside
I
the
was
house.
like, what just
the
happened?
fuck just happened? Like we're being attacked.
so I, on the other hand, damn it, lost it. Okay, I was gonna say don't stop believing. Okay, I'll do my own. Don't stop because I
What's
believed
wrong
in you.
with
Please
you?
don't.
Because I believed in you, T.I. I knew you were
Yeah.
going to come back. Nothing can stop you except for those 2
Oh.
weeks that you were out. So how are you,
You know,
doing?
the only reason I wouldn't have been able to come play is because you're not supposed to. You don't want your head sweating when you have staples in it. That was the only reason I wouldn't have played.
Can you catch
That's
up
it.
everybody on what occurred?
No.
He already did that. You weren't here because you were late.
Let's just say he had a little incident, and
We'll talk about it
He's
after
all-
the show.
he's all better now, or I think mostly better.
Kaboom. Pew pew pew. Which way did he go, George? Okay, so so anyways, welcome back. Where do we want to head on off to? T.I. has an
There's a pretty big
itinerary.
story. I think we should kick it off with the Caitlin Clark injury.
All right, let me see if I have a.
So with the to play just the girl, but so I had heard that Caitlin Clark had got hurt. I didn't really look into it or read anything about it, but I heard that.
I know. I didn't know that neither. I went in the group text. I was like, I had
And
no
I
idea.
and I didn't know it was for an extended period of time. But apparently 2 weeks. Is that what it is?
Well,
At least.
So it's a
At
quad
least 2.
injury, right? So they say
Okay.
it's at least 2 weeks. She's only going to miss 4 games, so that's not that big of a deal. But you got to also consider that they don't play near as many games as the NBA does, right? So
right.
if this continues, and let's say if she gets hurt a few more times, the biggest fear I think the WNBA has is that if something crazy happens this year, and let's say she gets hurt, and then the Fever aren't even in playoff contention, then the league, I think the ratings completely tank, because to start the season, they're actually doing pretty well in comparison to last year. Still not making money, but
I would
they're
say
definitely starting to fill the seats.
If Caitlin Clark's not playing, the viewership is going to plummet. No one wants to watch.
We still
that.
got Reese.
You still got Angel Reese. Oh my God, dude! So it's
She
real
is
quick.
not fun to
She
watch.
is
There's an
awful.
actual
She likes to
player.
run her mouth, but she's not fun to watch.
There's an actual former player that just said everyone. This is what she said, and I'm paraphrasing, right? She said everybody needs to calm down. So I'm going to tell you right now, when it's all said and done, at the end of Angel Reese's career, she will be the Michael Jordan of the WNBA.
Oh,
I'm like,
she said that
is
about
she
herself.
seri- No. Somebody, a former player, I don't remember the name, right? But a former player said this about her
No.
and tried to say it like with a straight face, right? She was being dead serious. But you know what's funny? She does a great job with rebounds, right? That's the thing
She
with Angel
does.
Reese.
Yeah, no, she does rebound the shit out of the
But
ball.
here's the
She
other
does
thing.
that for sure.
But most of her rebounds are me bounds. You know what a me bound is?
The
Getting her own rebound.
layup that she
No,
just missed.
A me bound is when you right underneath the hoop and you miss 3 or 4 times and you keep catching your fucking ball.
So
Right?
Casey
She
Waltz,
had 6 rebounds in a row last week.
I did see that. And who do you think on this set is really good at me bouting?
T.I.
a me bound.
I think Tony was the leader of the me bounds.
That's definitely
whatever.
false. That's 100%
Him and
false.
Ken.
I'm the leader of the
Fuck
killer
him with-
crossover is what I'm the leader of.
You're the leader of losing your shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It was
sometimes-
such a killer that he did a
sometimes-
crossover
Yeah, I
that
shake
he left
myself
his
out of
shoe
my own
behind.
shoes.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you're fast.
Yeah.
Gotta slow it down sometimes.
I miss playing basketball with all of us. Man, we're
Hey.
losing it.
Well, you know
I do.
what?
It was fun playing the game, then going down to Johnny G's and watching the game as we're drinking.
Yeah.
That was
The replay.
Yeah, that
The
was
replay.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
That was good.
So this whole thing with Caitlin Clark, right? there's a lot of controversy over it right now in the WNBA because if you go back and start to look at the tapes, I've actually watched all the games this year, and they are letting a lot of shit slide when it comes to people fouling Caitlin Clark. Now she's getting some fouls, but they're definitely it seems like they're letting some stuff slide for whatever reason. And it's not even just her; it's the entire Fever team, right? So, in their last game against the they played Griner's team. I think it's the Mystic or whatever. Whoever Griner
Phoenix,
plays for.
I think the Phoenix.
Or no, I take that back. It was against the Liberty, the number 1 team, the New York team, right? The one that won it all last year.
Yeah, New York.
And to consider, they scored most of their points in the paint that game, right? Which was the Fever did. They wasn't chucking a bunch of threes, but how was there a 31? How did the Liberty get to shoot 31 more free throws in that game than the Fever did?
So okay,
there's a 31 free throws, a discrepancy. The players were calling it out after the game. The coach of the Fever called it out. So
that's a pretty big number, but you have the styles of each team. So did you say that the Fever maybe was just shooting a lot of 3-pointers? They weren't taking it in.
They outscored inside the paint. They outscored the Liberty inside the paint, right? So it seems a little weird that if they're getting most of their points inside the paint and they outscored them inside the paint, how is there that big of a discrepancy?
Okay. So I'll tell you this: as a basketball official, when coaches want to complain about the foul, difference, I'm like, I don't do the fouls. I don't make the fouls. I call it. So if you're fouling, okay, oh, that team's not fouling, and you are. I mean, like, it doesn't matter. Like, am I just supposed to keep it even just to keep it even?
So that's not the thing, right? Have you been watching the games?
I did not watch the game.
There
I'm
you
just
go.
saying, if one team is fouling and the other team isn't, that's how it is. I'm sorry. Like, okay, the fouls are 7-1. I mean, they're just not fouling. I don't know. Like,
so right now the commissioner of the WNBA is actually under fire, right? She's under fire right now.
who is it? Who is that?
I don't know, but I know she's under fire. Right, I seen a little clippy clip.
You heard it here first.
Saying it that they was under fire, whatever her name is, right? But at the end of that game, so this is kind of key. At the end of that Liberty game, right? They fouled the shit out of Caitlin Clark, and they didn't call it. And see, this is something you would understand as a ref, right? We used to talk about this stuff doing our football games. What would we call it?
We'd officiate.
Yeah, on the third try. So
referee.
I think because they were playing in New York, right? They literally, you slow it down in slow motion. Caitlin gets the ball. They grab her wrist. No. Before they grab her wrist, they grab her side, like you see it. They grab her side. You see the hook. Then her wrist gets grabbed, and then when she goes to the right to shoot, they come under her arm like this, and she goes up. She kind of flopped a little bit, but they fouled her 3 fucking times. They didn't call it. Of course, Caitlin. Calls, huh? Yeah, and as soon as it happened, of course, Caitlin and then a couple other players, they was coming after the refs, and the refs do what we always talk about doing. If you're somewhere and you just did a play that like nobody likes or whatever, you just get the fuck out of there. Because I think what it is, right?
Yeah, but not listening to your shit.
They probably, because it was a 3-point shot too, and if she would have made all 3, they win the game. They probably don't want to have to deal with that New York crowd.
Yeah,
they was like, fuck it, the game's over, we're out.
So when I was at home and I was watching the Fever playing on TV, and Fever's held at 2-3, and they were playing against Connecticut.
But all their games have been
4.
All been close. Their loss has been close.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, really
so
close.
This quad injury, is it like our quad injuries in softball? Like we're out for like a long time? I mean, does anybody know? Seriously.
No. So they
It's
said
just a
already.
strain.
They said she's out for at least 2 weeks, right? So
that's not long. Well,
yeah,
we were allowed
probably-
longer, but yeah.
But
She's
like,
an athlete.
She's getting top tier treatment as well.
Exactly.
We're not like us. We're just going to lay on the couch and complain text our friends, complain.
I got a spray
and
I got one of those steroid guns, but that
quad
shit
hurts. You know.
But I saw a TikTok video that she was at a pool and like jumping around and shit. But I think there might have been an old TikTok
Probably
video.
before.
Okay.
So do you think that one viewer right now, do you think that's Ken? Because we're talking about women's sports.
He would love to
Did he say something kind? Depends
No,
on what he
I
said.
was just saying.
He would love to chime in.
Oh, it's me, Ken.
All right, let's move on then. You guys ready to move on from the WNBA?
Sure. Buddy.
I would love to have one of those teams here, but I think the Mahomes family are working on that.
So do we want to stick with basketball and hit the NBA real quick?
Yeah, I think that it's worth talking about, right? The Thunder's looking legit. The youngest team, I think, in history to go to the NBA Finals. So we could have history being made. And I think if the Pacers happen to make it, they're pretty young too, right?
So do you so Spike Lee was talking about how the refereeing was rigged and how Adam Silver wants the Pacers to be in the finals. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no fucking way.
Nah, New York's the story, bro.
Yes.
New York's the story.
It's going to be Indiana versus Oklahoma City in the NBA Finals. No one's going to watch that shit, dude.
Right.
Only people from Oklahoma City, a small city, and Indiana, wherever the fucking city they're in, small city. That's the worst. This is the worst possible scenario for the NBA.
Yeah, I would say this. So for them, I mean, the way they'll package that, right? If the Pacers do prevail, is that this is a matchup of a lot of young stars, right? And they'll talk about the future of the NBA is, so they're going to find a good way, I think, to spin it. And I think a lot of people will tune in for that first game, and we'll have to see how it goes. If it's interesting, hey, maybe it does okay, right? But I'm with you in the more casual fan, right? Is they want to see that New York, because most people know that, hey, New York never won. I don't think New York's ever won, right? They've never won a title.
Back in the 70s or something.
Was that when Phil Jackson played for him? I don't even know if he played for him. I think they were the Knickerbockers, actually.
They're still the Knickerbockers.
They're still the Knickerbockers.
There you go. They're still the Knickerbockers. Yeah, so they actually did, as a matter of fact, and was the greatest of all time, Phil Jackson, greatest NBA player with the most rings.
Well, I mean, yes, Oklahoma City has some star power. They have the MVP on their team.
Yeah,
but name one player from Indiana besides
Teleberkin,
or however you say his name.
I don't even know Teleberkin, bro. I do know. I
name one player from Indiana Pacers.
I can name Jalen Brunson from the New York Knicks. Like that guy.
Well, I didn't ask about the Knicks.
I'm telling you who the fuck I know. I don't know anybody from the Pacers, and I know Waltz doesn't know anyone from the Pacers, and I'd be surprised if
Reggie Miller
from the Pacers.
I do not.
Reggie Miller was the man back in the day, dude.
He doesn't play anymore.
No. Ron Artest, yeah, he played for the Pacers. I'm talking about currently,
aka Meta World Peace.
Currently, no,
yeah.
And this is why I haven't been keeping up on NBA.
So exactly the exact point I'm making. No one wants to see Oklahoma City and freaking the Indiana Pacers in the NBA Finals.
That could have been our team, Oklahoma City Thunder. Do you know that
we was in the running? I think
we got outbid.
Yeah. And then this would be a good question. Would a Thunder's Knicks finals, right? So that's the one I think looks a little sexier, right? Would a Thunder Knicks finals actually draw better ratings than the Celtics from last year? Who did the Celtics win against last year? I forget.
The Celtics?
I don't know, man.
In the finals, yeah. Last year.
The Mavericks, right? Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was the Mavericks. Yeah. So that's the thing.
No.
Will they draw better ratings than the Celtics versus?
No.
You're right, because
They had Doncic and Luka and the Celtics.
Yeah, Luka was in it and the Celtics. Yeah, no brainer. There we go. Okay.
I'm glad you asked that question, Tony, because I was able to answer it real quick.
Yo, bitch.
There you go. There you go. You got one right.
Yo, check.
All right. I think that wraps up our NBA. Our very limited knowledge. But hey, we got to touch on it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty happening in sports news, and that's what we
also
do,
like,
right?
thank God. Can we go back to talking about the tush push? No, we've already talked about it.
Waltz.
Okay.
Well, hey, but we could talk about the Chiefs' wide receiver room this year. Got Rashee Rice coming back.
So,
you want to go first, Joe?
I do. I have something to say.
Okay.
I have something to say about
it. Let me fade away. I'll cue you in.
And Hollywood Brown.
So do you know who has that OTAs or whatever?
Sorry.
Sky Moore is still on our. He's still on our team, I guess. What
number wide receiver is he?
I don't know, but they're talking about he was like him and what's the guy that was the wide receiver that started the end of the season that was on the practice squad?
Oh, Remigio, the cheese.
Nico Remigio.
Yes, so they were saying that him and Sky Moore were the only two that was taking punt returns. And I'm like, who was Sky Moore? Why
would they give it to
oh my god!
It's not like he's a veteran now, but
that dude has to be cut.
Not Rashee Rice, the other one.
How is this dude
Xavier
still in the
Worthy.
NFL? One thing, because Xavier Worthy is pretty much a very staple of the offense now.
All right.
Your punt returners usually don't like.
It should be Remigio. I don't know why Sky
think so,
Moore
too.
is still here.
Man, dude, when I heard that, I was like, because I know that we didn't cut him when he got put on IR last season.
Maybe he's really good for the locker room.
He
Who
did
knows?
catch the one touchdown that got us over in the Super Bowl that got us the win. Just one of those Kadarius Toney moments, you know. You just got to give him the one props, but we're done. We're done with you. Okay, so the wide receiver room, man. So hey. So let's keep everybody healthy. Once we start the season, São Paulo, Pasi, Portuguese.
What the fuck was that, dude?
I don't know.
Like you had a whole
São Paulo, Brazil.
3 sentences that made
I
no
just
sense
said Portuguese. I just said it with an accent. Ooh, exotic.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Well, I think the elephant in the room on the wide receiver room is what kind of suspension is Rashee Rice getting?
I think 2 games tops.
He's getting more than 2 games, man.
I'll say 2 games tops. Here's the thing, because he's still and I don't know if these are what do they call it when it's kind of taken if they do more of a private lawsuit, I forget.
Civil.
Yeah. So I don't know if these are civil suits or what, but I do know that he's dealing with
they're civil suits.
several lawsuits. So
he's getting sued. He's
is he
gonna pay some
still
money.
awaiting some decisions to where maybe it could be prolonged? Does it come later in the season? Does it come at the beginning of the season?
He's gonna have to face it.
Does it get
eventually.
pushed out even further?
I'd rather just knock it out, man. He's gonna have to face it eventually.
Well, I think they're waiting on the civil suit. Just
What's up with the charges?
I think they're waiting on anything. I don't think he's going to be suspended.
Well,
at
I think
25.
So I think we should talk about it as if he's going to play.
I don't think he'll get suspended this year.
I would not be surprised
I think
if that's
they
the
just
case either.
They want to do one thing. They don't want to suspend them, and then the civil suit comes out, results come out, and then that's 2 different incidents. They want to have one big thing. Be done with it.
You folks over there on Facebook, hey, chime in over here on YouTube.
We can't see way over there.
Well, you would tell them just to go ahead and chime in on Facebook since they're watching on Facebook.
Well, how can they chime in? It's way the fuck over there.
Well, they could
are you gonna
chime
get
in.
up every once in a while and take a look see?
No.
Oh,
but
take a look see.
I don't know why you put it all the way over there. You
All
made
right.
that decision.
So Joe's gonna be monitoring the Facebook over here, and we'll be monitoring over here on YouTube.
Daniel Flores says the best Eagle is Glenn Frey.
Is it what?
Glenn Frey.
So he must be on
Glenn
Facebook.
Fry, yeah.
He is on Facebook.
There you go. Boom.
Daniel Steele, when are you gonna come and join us again?
I think does Danny Flores have the most visits as a guest?
Ooh, should we get him a jacket?
I don't know.
A 5-time visitor jacket?
No. I mean, well, is Richard or Ken considered a guest?
No, they're
installment. Yeah. They're
no.
part of the crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I would say either, because he's been here 3 or 4 times.
all right, there you go, Danny. 3 or 4 times. Congratulations, dude. So here's a question, dude. So do you guys think Rashee Rice or Xavier Worthy, because Xavier Worthy really stepped up last year, out of the 2 of them? Because I mean, it's not going to be Hollywood Brown. I'm not going to say, so let's take Hollywood out. He's going to be a nice third for us. But who gets more receiving yards this year, Rashee Rice or Xavier Worthy?
Xavier Worthy.
Got an Xavier Worthy over here. I see Xavier Worthy for some longer plays, but I think Rashee Rice comes back and he's still the man.
If Rashee Rice is healthy and is not suspended, plays, he's going to destroy Worthy.
Okay, we're not talking about suspension anymore. We're talking about we're going to have our 3
just
core
assume he's
wide receivers.
playing.
If you think about it, these are going to be the best 3 wide receivers in the entire league. If you have another team that you can think of that have better wide receivers than us, maybe the Houston Texans. I think. Right? They still have some good.
Oh yeah, they had Tank Dell, but he got fucked up like
got
bad
hurt.
twice last year, so we don't know how he's going to bounce back.
Stephon Diggs is out there. Actually, did you see Diggs partying it up on Memorial Day?
He had some pink stuff.
He had the pink stuff. He had a bunch of ladies with him.
What's the pink stuff?
Cardi.
The pink cocaine.
Cardi B was on that boat too.
He must have been hanging out with
It's the pink cocaine.
with
from
there's cocaine
Colombia.
that's pink?
Yes.
It's
the pink stuff.
I would say ask somebody, but I don't know if he might not appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna
No,
say
we're gonna leave names out.
Was he kicking it with the president of France? Never mind.
No,
We'll
he
talk
was just
about
on
that
a
later.
boat with a bunch of women and Cardi B.
You didn't see that, like where they supposedly got caught like with cocaine out on the table, like these world leaders. You didn't see that shit. It ended up being debunked. It wasn't right, but for like a good week, that was the fucking story. But anyways, yeah. So
World leaders getting around to one fucking table sniffing up some pink cocaine. And you guys bought that?
well, no, it wasn't pink. It was actually white, and I didn't buy
Regular
it.
cocaine.
I didn't buy
They
it.
didn't even have the
but
good stuff. They
I
didn't even
didn't
have the
buy
good
it,
stuff.
but a lot of the internet bought it, and a lot of people did.
So
buy
is this
it,
something
actually.
like what was it? Say my name. What's that show? Fucking with the meth. He had the
Breaking
best meth-
Bad?
Breaking Bad, yeah. Is
Oh,
it something
because
like
his
that?
blue.
His
Yeah, the
turned
blue.
blue.
Yeah.
Is this something new or something?
Yeah, I think it's like kind of like out of Colombia. Colombia is the cocaine capital of the world,
Well,
right?
yeah, but yeah.
Well, they're trying something new, man. The pink stuff. Where it's at, I guess.
Maybe on the next episode we can get in a little pile and try it out.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay.
We'll go live, try
Let's
it out. and
let's
we'll see,
do a federal offense
we'll
right here on camera.
definitely get some views. Definitely get some viewers on that one.
If not, we'll be pretty hyped up. Oh,
Yeah, that's the
well,
leader's
another.
name. That's the leader's name. His name was Macron. That's who we've been talking about. Which, funny enough, he got caught getting slapped in the face by his wife a week
Oh,
later.
did you see that?
Yeah, she.
On
they
the
was
boat?
I
They
think
were,
they was
like,
in
on the boat?
China or something. They was
What is
getting
going
off.
on over here?
They was getting off the presidential
They
plane.
were.
And
Oh, it was a
she's-
plane.
You see him like
You
getting
You
hit
see
in the
his face just like.
And
go
then
like
he comes out and
this.
tries to play it off. He tries to hold her hand, and she's like, "Nope, fuck you."
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay.
saw
That was
okay,
an
so-
episode of White Lotus.
I know. I was like, what happened?
Yeah,
here?
White
What,
Lotus.
what
Okay.
just happened?
Isn't it
Okay,
China?
that
It was
show
We
is-
took, a
Taiwan.
that
left,
show
we
is
took a
dumb.
left turn. My bad. Let's get it back. Let's get it back. So we were talking about the Chiefs. Who's going to get more yards, Worthy, or is it going to be Rashee Rice?
So I'm thinking, let's see, who's the one that just got? Man, I always get those two confused. Who's the one
Rashee
that
Rice
just got?
hurts.
Yeah, okay, Rashee. So Rashee Rice. So it would be Xavier Worthy's probably going to get some more looks, only because I think he's going to have to come back a little by little.
Who? Rashee Rice.
Yeah,
You think
that's what
he's
I
not
think
gonna
too.
be? You don't think he's gonna be
Yeah,
100%?
Worthy?
I don't.
No.
Rice. So I think we're split, right?
Right? No, I think it's gonna be Rice because he's more of a possession receiver. So
Yes.
even if he's not 100%, he's still gonna get some possession receptions. And
Well, it's only been 1 year for Xavier Worthy, and he kind of proved himself at the very end in the fucking
But
fourth
he
quarter
was-
of the Super Bowl.
he
But
was
Right.
coming on. He was
he
coming
was
on.
coming on, but Rashee
that
Rice
progresses.
had already showed him to be the most consistent for the team, like that safety valve for Patrick Mahomes,
So
right?
I know Rashee Rice only played 3 games last year, but on
He
those
looks
3,
sensational.
yes, in those 3 games, he was on pace to have 1,500 yards. He was on pace. He was looking like he was going to be, one of the top receivers in the NFL.
so talking about that, with that being said, so we'll have a lot of looks of a 3 wide receiver look. What kind of role is Travis Kelce going to play this year? And if you got numbers, let me know.
So here,
Hey,
okay, I have a little bit about Travis Kelce. So I think last year was the first year he went to the camp or whatever, and he realized, oh shit, I can't just show up and be great.
Yeah,
He
this year he lost some pounds and looks
because
pretty good.
he was like, I'm going to be in the best shape of my life coming into this year.
Yeah.
So I think last
Yeah.
year he realized like, oh man, I'm
all that
I'm
celebrity
not-
lifestyle.
Well, like I'm not, I'm not 25 no more, man.
No.
I have to be, more prepared. I have to come in.
Got to get off that
Yeah.
Cincinnati diet.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
It's like he has to really work harder and prepare himself for this season. And I think before maybe he could just come in and just just do it.
Hey, here's a
right?
great question: who gets more receiving yards, Travis Kelce or Hollywood Brown?
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
Kelce.
I feel that's a safe
Because
bet
even
too.
though that we kind of thought that Travis Kelce had a really bad year last year, he was still like the top 3 tight ends in the league.
Anissa, what do you think? Is Travis Kelce looking a lot better? You think he looks better in shape this year than he did last year?
Absolutely.
No,
That was a setup. That was a
I think he
setup.
does because he lost what? What did he say? Like 25 pounds or
He
something?
said
like that?
he lost
Yes.
25 pounds. Yeah.
He looks,
So it sounds like
he looks fantastic.
So it sounds like we got Travis Kelce as our 3rd leading receiver this year. Then
yes.
to break our
Third?
tie, yeah, our
No,
3rd.
no. So you think it's going to be Rashee Rice, Worthy, and then Travis?
Yeah. Who's gonna get so are you saying Hollywood will get more?
No,
yards?
I think Travis might be number 2.
Oh, so you think he might? Okay, that's
Watch out for. And what that running back that can catch, which is the rookie kid, and then the who else we pick up?
That dude from the 49ers.
Yeah.
Is it Mitchell?
Elijah.
You gotta watch
Elijah
everybody.
Mitchell?
I
Yeah.
think they're going to lose interest in Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
He's going to have a pretty big year. I'm thinking maybe 800 yards.
That's I kind of agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he can. That will definitely happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's stay with the Chiefs. So the Olympics, they are talking about having flag football. Now, everybody calm the fuck down, okay? Just tell me yay or nay.
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 For what? You
No,
don't even know the
yes.
motherfucking question.
Do you want
Patrick Mahomes already says he's not interested.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
No,
Do
he was
I-
the first one that said he was
That-
interested.
Just yesterday, he's like, "There's no interest. He's not."
Do I
interested.
think that the Olympics should be ruined by somebody adding flag football? My answer is no.
So
Okay.
no, I do kind of agree. Like having flag football in the Olympics cool, but I don't NFL
not.
players. No, man, just like have someone else be able to get their.
No, you do the best in Olympics. The best. Fuck that breakdancing shit. I'm so glad I got rid of that shit.
Oh,
But
like, did
you
they?
you do the best players in the entire country. So that means it is the NFL, I'm assuming, right? Or some college players, right? I guess. So what I'm thinking is, okay, so Patrick Mahomes is going to continue on getting a bunch of Super Bowl rings, okay? MVPs, all these
Get down
accolades.
with that.
But the one thing that he cannot grab is
gold
an
medal?
Olympic gold medal. That is a chance of a lifetime. You don't think
yeah.
he'd be interested in doing that shit?
I
Not
would,
for flag football.
I would let him do that. That's what else would he be competing in?
I'm
than
just saying,
TI?
I don't think he gives a shit about winning a Olympic medal in flag football. I believe
Then
that
what
he
else?
doesn't give a shit.
He says he's
I
old.
think that he's happy. That's what I think. I think
You said
Patrick's
that.
happy,
I'm,
bro.
I'm just saying you said that in
I
flag
think he's
football.
good.
So I thought you had another sport. in
So
mind
I
for him.
know.
No.
I did hear an interview with AJ Brown. He said he's out because it's supposed the Olympics are going to happen during training camp. So AJ
Yeah.
Brown's like, nah, man, I'm out.
Oh
like, I'm
yeah, they
not-
can't. They're not going to do
yeah.
that then.
Yeah, because it's a
not gonna be
summer
thing.
thing. It's a summer sport. But I'm just saying, I would let him do it only because it's a chance of a lifetime.
You know who will let do it? Kevin Ross. Is that the name, or is it Kevin Ross? Who was that receiver?
What are you talking
It's going to
about?
be it's
Kevin
okay,
Ross, the
okay.
quarterback for the
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
So-
in
so-
the
so to answer your
90s?
Come on, the
question,
guy we went
If
to
they do
middle
the
school
flag,
with?
so to answer your question, if they do the flag
Harley
football
Ross?
thing, I'm telling you right
Harley
now, it's
Ross,
not going to
that's my
be
man.
any NBA. It's not going to be any NFL players. It's going to be players that couldn't make the league. Period. And that's who's going to represent us in flag football. That's what it would be. That's my opinion. That's what I think.
That wasn't the question. I would just say, would you let him play or not?
I was just expanding to make it, something else to
So
talk
all
about.
you guys said no, you wouldn't let him play.
No.
I would say yes. Okay. All right. So
Oh,
mean,
if he wanted to play, I don't give a shit. Actually, to answer your actual question, who cares? If he wants to play, do it. But I don't think it's going to happen.
no, if you were a general manager and you thinking, oh, injury, I don't know.
Oh no!
man,
Okay,
would you let him play?
Okay, no. You're saying if I'm the general manager?
Yeah, you let him play.
No,
I
I
absolutely
do
do
not.
not.
No. I want no chance.
And bring
Of
these
him getting
international
any-
eyes
If
onto
Patrick
the team.
Mahomes, your
Any
franchise
kind of injury.
face comes up
Right.
to you and say, bro, I want to go to where the fuck the next one is going to be.
If I'm the
And
GM,
I
I
want
say
to
no.
represent my country.
No,
You can't tell
way.
Patrick Mahomes no.
You're asking me from a GM
Yes,
perspective?
As a GM,
No.
as his mama, you can't tell him no. But okay,
No.
All right, you
man,
say no.
Because like,
rules is rules.
I mean, what? Okay, he goes over there and what? A
Wait,
fluke injury. He tears his ACL.
wait,
and he's out for the whole year because he went
Did
over
that
there.
mean he would have torn his ACL in regular season?
No, it don't. No,
it happens
don't.
that way. Yes, it does. ACL tears happens just random shit. It's going to happen. Ask your boy John. He was fucking dancing in his wedding and it tore.
No, John gets hurt no matter what he does. Every time he comes to softball, he gets hurt. And he just told me the other day, he's like, man, I think I want to play softball one more time. I'm like, why? You want have short term and be off of work for like 8 weeks because you fucking tore something again?
He's
He's
still pretty fast.
Man,
though.
that
I'll give him
dude
that.
is the king of short time disability at Coca-Cola, dude. Man, he fucking is off
Always
all the
getting
time,
fucked
dude.
up, huh?
He's like the king of the GM.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Yeah. Ken's had like fucking 20 surgeries too. Like,
His entire family. Boy, that insurance company loves his
I
family.
think you guys are.
but no,
I think
but-
you guys are violating some HIPAA laws right now.
We're not
Quite-
saying
quite
workout
possibly.
surgeries.
A good thing we only have 2 people watching.
Right.
Great. But you know the funny part about Ken's surgeries? As soon as Ken had one, Chuck had the same surgery. Dude. What the fuck was
You
that
do
about?
realize we're on Facebook Live, dog. What the fuck are you doing?
So
No, but this is no knowledge.
That's pretty personal.
Do you guys
I
recognize?
think.
And so that one song, the
Oh my
children's song,
God.
this is what they go by: head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
They've had it all,
Head,
dude.
shoulders, knees and
Had
toes,
it
knees
all.
and toes, eyes and ears. Damn, how many surgeries have you had, man? What are you doing?
I'm looking
You
for
keep
a,
fucking with
I was
my
looking for a fun sound effect, but I didn't find it.
We're rolling in deep. All right. Okay. So you guys ready to talk about the
No, we still got to talk about the Chiefs. We there's some stories there. Let's see here what we got. Oh
Really?
yeah, it kind of combines the Royals and the Chiefs. The stadium funding drama.
Let's talk about that for sure.
Yeah. So both parties are basically saying no to both teams, right? So what are the odds that this kills the downtown stadium plan?
You know what? I hope where I'm located right now, where we're doing our podcast right now, if they put stadiums at the Legends, it's 10 minutes from me, man. Bam, jump on 435 straight down to the Legends. I would love for the Royals to be at the Legends because it'd be a quick ride. I'd get season tickets to the Royals if that would happen for sure, because it'd be right down the street from me.
Yeah. So as it stands now, right? So if everything was as it is today, then it sounds like Missouri is going to be losing both the Chiefs and the Royals if things stay as it is today in the negotiations, right? John Sherman, I think he's the owner of the
Yes, Royals.
Yep. Royals owner John Sherman and Chiefs president Mark Donovan both said that they won't commit to paying for the stadiums without public dollars. I think that's pretty normal, right? That's protocol. They don't
Yeah.
typically. I mean, so that's business
Usually
as
it's kind
usual.
of. I mean, sometimes the city pays for the whole thing. Usually, like the owners have to throw in quite a bit of money. But it's going to be like that's all kinds of revenue for the city. Like,
Yeah. And so the kind of the sentiment coming from really both sides, right? Democrats and Republicans on this, at least in Missouri, is that they're not willing to do a billionaire bailout. And so
I mean, how
that's
what are
where
they
they're
what are they
stalled.
bailing out though? I don't. That doesn't
So
make
I
any
think
sense to me.
where they're coming from with this is like, hey, why are we taking taxpayers' dollars, right,
Okay.
for these billionaires they're the ones that are making money off the team? So let me ask you this: if I'm playing devil's advocate
Okay.
here, right?
Okay.
If the taxpayers that are helping contribute to the stadium, when the team makes money, do those taxpayers make money off of that? They don't. That goes to the owners. And I'm sure I don't understand how it all works. I'm sure there's part of that, right?
Well, okay,
But
so you're
that's
getting
where I feel like they're coming from what I read up on.
right. So, but you're getting the tax money from the people going to the games, the people that are
To better your city,
Right.
potentially.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when you go to a game, okay, especially let's say it's at the Legends or okay, let's say it's downtown. Okay, but then you have people going to the game, paying for parking down there, probably going somewhere and having a couple beers
Right,
before
right.
the game,
Right.
maybe grabbing a meal.
Bringing business to the city.
Yes, all this money is funneling in
Got to think about that.
because of this stadium and
So-
this baseball team.
You guys usually take a few tours, Anissa, going to other cities and what have
Yeah.
you. And then after you're done with the game, right? You guys go into the local pubs or whatever.
Yes.
Do you remember seeing stadium taxes on your end of the tab?
I don't look.
And
Because they're
usually
there.
they
They
are
probably
there.
have them.
And but by that time, it's
Yeah.
like, dude, just tell me how much I owe you, dude. We're drunk.
Well, I
We've been
know
drinking all
that.
day.
But it
Okay, so
doesn't
Waltz
matter.
might be
Like,
bringing up a great
but-
point here. Where are you going with
But
this, Waltz?
everybody's like that. No one cares at the end of the day.
if you're
they don't
caring
care
about how much
that.
taxes you're paying because
think
you're across
Waltz
the
is going
street from a
somewhere different with
stadium, you
this.
probably shouldn't go.
But where I'm going at is okay. So the stadium is built, everything looks fine, whatever. But then they add on that stadium tax, or they add on that entertainment tax, or whatever.
But wait a
because
minute.
you're in that certain area.
But was it like 1% or 0.5%?
But that doesn't matter.
4%?
It doesn't matter to his point. Go ahead.
Everybody for fucking years are going to be paying that over and over again on a daily basis, whatever percentage.
And the
your tab
taxpayers
is.
already helped pay to make that happen, right?
Well,
So
do
look,
you
that's-
shop out at the Legends? They do the same thing. You shop on the plaza.
I
There's
thought you
an
was about
extra
to ask
tax
if you
there
shopped
too.
at Ross.
I
That's a
went to
weird
the
question.
Legends last
Do you shop
night.
at Ross?
I went to Legends last night and I went shopping, and I don't remember ever recalling any kind of Legends tax.
Well, they don't have a lead tax,
Uh,
but it's higher tax. If you go to the plaza, you're paying more
Absolutely,
tax.
the Legends tax is ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah, I
It's
think you
more.
like pay
What-
10%.
what is it
there,
under?
dude.
I
It's
don't-
just
I mean, I
it's
don't
just
know.
tax. But you go check. It's
Go
like
and look
10%.
and look at the
not
breakdown.
so they don't charge.
They don't break
Kansas-
it down, but it's
Okay.
just the
Yeah.
total tax.
So it's Kansas tax, including a Legends tax.
It's a
No,
county
it's
tax.
all together.
I think it's a county tax.
So then instead of it being, let's say, for instance, if
9%, it's probably 11, whatever it is.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we're all being overtaxed. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But what I'm saying is like, okay, like
so
Go
No,
no,
yeah.
that's right. Okay, so let me jump
I
in
can't
because
believe
okay,
that Casey Mo is
Dude.
trying to.
everybody, as from what I'm reading on social media, whatever, everybody has the same feeling. Like Casey and Mo doesn't want these fucking teams here anymore.
Right.
That was my
I
next
think
question.
I think they're going back on Monday to try to get it going.
But
yeah,
every
yeah,
time
they're
it-
definitely
And
going to try to
Kansas,
do it.
Kansas
Yeah.
is also like, hey, if you're not going to decide, we're not keeping this. Like,
They're
they're
like,
not going to
yeah.
renew the star.
Well,
bond, whatever
bond?
it is. It
up to 2
expires on the
years.
30th. It
Yeah, they're
expires
letting
on
them
the
know you
30th,
guys got to
June
make a
30th.
decision quick. We
They-
can't wait forever.
Because they're saying they're
basically.
using him as leverage with Missouri.
Yeah, they reviewed it, and I think it's up to 2 years. Even though somebody
no,
said
it's
it
June
was
30th,
it's-
30 days.
somebody said it was in June, whatever. But I think they gave him an
An extension?
So
No, not an
I
extension.
do
It
believe
was-
our
it was-
saving grace here is that if they do move from Missouri, they're just moving to Kansas. It's not,
And that's not bad. Yeah.
right?
Anyone
It's
that's
still gonna
willing
be
to go
local.
to, yeah. So
It's
anyone
still
that's
gonna be
willing to go
local.
to a Missouri game, right? They're willing to travel over to the state of Kansas.
No,
like
because
most people
obviously
are.
we go from Kansas
and I
to
think
Missouri.
more people from Kansas would
Oh,
go.
they would. It would
Yeah.
do so much better here.
Yes.
It just would. And
I think
it's
so.
not in the best spot. Let's be honest, right? There's nowhere to go around there. There's just not. There's
Mhm.
nowhere to go around this.
It's
You go
it's
to the game and
outdated.
you go home.
It's
like, okay.
outdated.
It's like if I want to go to
outdated.
somewhere around there. I mean, I hate to say it, but then you're gonna kind of go to somewhere in the hood.
I'm
Like,
gonna bring it up
are,
again.
Oh.
right?
You know, the only place you're gonna go after a Royals or Chiefs game is the Shady Lady, baby. That's the only place
Chrome,
you're
that's
going.
Chrome.
I was gonna say that.
Chrome. Oh no, Chrome.
Chrome.
I was gonna say
Chrome.
that or home.
Yeah.
Or home.
Or you're just gonna go home.
When you
Right.
leave that stadium, you get off on any back road, and there's a lot of porn everywhere.
Okay.
I should know. So
Facebook Live and YouTube. Go for it, buddy.
Oh man.
okay, so when you guys have gone to some stadiums, right? So I've been to the Seattle Mariners one, I've been to the Rangers one, whatever. And when you look across, it's in the outfield, the background, it's the buildings,
skyline?
whatever. The skyline is beautiful. What's up with our fucking skyline with the dilapidated, whatever the fuck that? What is it? Drury Inn, a Red Roof Inn over there, and then
There's a
there's
church.
there's some Christian church over here, and then that's it. Then you see a highway.
Our skyline is just the air, dude. It's just the sky.
I
That's
do-
all it is,
I,
because I don't look at that other shit.
I think
Let's look at the
everyone has
clouds.
done that because, like, St. Louis, you go to St. Louis, man, they have the
Yeah,
skyline.
St. Louis is nice.
You have the arch.
That's smart, though. It's
Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh looks like real cool. I've never
Yeah.
been there, but it looks like a real cool.
What was your
stadium.
favorite one?
Oh man, my favorite stadium, baseball stadium.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I was like, did he just ask his favorite skyline?
Yes.
That's
I
the question.
like
What's your
St.
favorite
Louis.
skyline?
It
Not your
is.
stadium.
I
I'll
like
say
St. Louis
it
a
fucking
lot,
matters.
but I really liked Colorado too.
There you go.
Colorado.
go.
I mean,
We went to-
Colorado,
I actually like the
Colorado didn't
question.
have like a the best.
We're-
Okay.
we're-
Ti has only
No.
been to one stadium, so
We're not-
Hey, wait,
do you
Edwin,
like
went to-
I've been
you
to
went
a
with
few.
us to
Kansas City?
Colorado. Did you
Yeah,
not go
yeah,
to the game?
yeah.
You went to Colorado, right?
Yeah.
So
Do
okay,
you remember?
we're not. We're
I
not.
It's a little smoky up there.
So are we talking about Royals? Can
Yeah, Rocky Mountain
We-
High, baby.
I make a Royals comment? I guess we're talking about the stadium. So let's go ahead and talk about
Yeah,
attendance.
sure.
Attendance. So we are a pretty good team this year. We're
We're fourth in our division.
our division
Because everybody else keeps
good.
winning.
And
our
all-
division.
in
We,
all
have, we play the
fairness,
we
it-
play in the best division.
In all fairness, we're one game away from being the second best team in our division. I'll say that.
Hey,
So-
it's 4-3
but
right now,
we-
and the bases are loaded.
Right. So we
All right.
we are in contention for playoffs. I think right now we're in the
For the
playoffs.
wild
Oh,
card
yeah.
spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We keep it up. We're good.
So our attendance is like 20,000 a night, which is like 20th in the MLB.
It's always kind of been
23rd,
average
what's
about like
that?
that.
Do you know the capacity for our stadium?
40.
Okay, so
It's always been about
Okay.
23,
Well, hold on.
26,000.
but it's
The
early in the season.
Colorado Rockies, the worst. They have the worst team ever in baseball history, and they get 25,000 a night.
Because they're high.
Yes, they're high.
They're,
Well, it's
they're-
where they're located.
No, it's because they're downtown.
Downtown.
I
yeah.
just said that.
Their whole stadium is a party.
Is it cheap tickets then, or what?
It's a party,
Dude,
man.
it's like going to a party block, right? So you go to the
Yes.
block.
It is.
Even if you don't go
It's
to
a
the
party
game,
block,
if you
for
don't, even
sure,
if you don't go
man.
to a game, you feel like you was part of something that
There's
day.
lots
with
of
the game,
people
right?
all around.
It's just like the whole outside environment is just like
Everyone's
man,
kicking it. Everyone's
yes,
kicking it. It's like a big tailgate
yes.
party everywhere.
Kind of like St. Louis, but St. Louis, everybody closed early as fuck.
St. Louis is a little too ghetto for me, man.
I did like St. Louis
It
because
is
man,
ghetto.
They got better.
we caught a golf cart from our hotel all
Yeah.
the way. That was pretty awesome. The golf cart.
I just
Yeah,
walked
you guys-
right out. He's like, "Do you want to ride?" I'm like,
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
went back to the hotel. Me and Monica was still wanted to hang out somewhere, and every fucking bar was closed at 9:00.
Wait,
at 9:00.
Yes,
was it a Sunday night?
I don't give a fuck when it was.
I don't know.
It could be a fucking Wednesday or a Saturday night.
I mean,
Well, when
After a
wasn't the
game,
live thing across
We
the
went to
street
one,
open?
we went to another, we went to another.
I don't think
No,
most of
they
those
were already
bars open
closing
at,
the little live area, whatever. So we
Really?
had to go walking
Oh.
around looking for somewhere to go.
So after a game, well, we went after a day game. We went to the Solar
the
District.
Solar. That's
it
where
was
it's at,
awesome.
man. The Solar. I have a good story about the Solar District.
Yeah.
It's-
Slard.
I'm not going to tell it on here, but it's pretty good. I like it.
But you know what? I think one time we went to a night game and then walked around trying to find a bar, and we didn't. Because remember, we were trying to find something to eat too.
Yeah.
In
But I-
St. Louis.
But I think that was like a Sunday, or maybe. it
Yeah,
was-
that's what I'm saying, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's like
Right.
early.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Stadiums, right? Anaheim.
Stadiums, yeah.
Anaheim. I don't remember their
Uh,
skyline.
Hey, talking about
there's like-
teams and stadiums. Oh, go ahead.
desert.
What was you gonna say?
I like Minnesota Stadium too. Minnesota, like they have like there's a downtown and they have a street, and the street just walks. It just turns into the
Oh, that's
stadium.
right. I was like, yeah.
You just walk right
Right.
into the
You
stadium.
just follow the train tracks.
Yeah, there's the street.
You just go on.
Damn, right into
Actually,
the stadium,
theirs was pretty cool too,
Yeah.
because they had Fulton Brewery.
I went
like,
to
right attached to it as
the
well.
Washington Nationals, and that was kind of similar. Everybody was just going on the same train. Then you get out of the train, and they're just walking down the street and
Yeah.
go straight into their brand new stadium there.
Yeah, that's how it
They
is. in
were
Minneapolis,
okay, I
too.
guess. They had a nice skyline. I give them that.
So you said you've been to the Rangers. Have you been to the new Ranger Stadium, the new one,
No.
the old one?
Houston was cool too.
Yeah.
I forgot about Houston.
Which one was it? We all
Houston.
was it? Okay.
Was Scott?
Oh
was
wait,
Scott
you
there?
did. Yeah, you didn't go with us.
Yeah. No, where Ken was living at.
That was the
Yeah,
Rangers.
the Rangers. Yeah, I
Dallas.
went to the Rangers one.
You know, I like the Ranger Stadium.
I
The
don't think
old one,
I don't think I went to the Astros.
yeah, Minute Maid Park. It's fun.
Yeah.
I like Minute Maid Park.
Yeah.
It's inside. I always like
Retractable
Milwaukee.
roof.
I like
Milwaukee
Rangers
was a
because
good time, dude. I
Rangers
like
had that-
Milwaukee.
their stadium. It felt like nostalgia. It felt like it was the old school, old time.
Oh, yeah, Cubs is
1920s.
nostalgic.
Is it?
Oh man, and the Cubs is kind of like Colorado. It's a party, dude. It's
Yeah.
a party outside. It's legit. Dude. I mean, the White Sox suck ass, but man, the Cubs, Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
All right.
times, good
You guys
times.
want to transition over, I guess, to the Royals now?
I mean, we can talk a little bit of Royals. I got some Royal stuff.
All right, man. It's been a fucking roller coaster with this team. I
Man,
tell you
yeah,
what,
yeah.
man, we can't find a fucking bat, and then we do. That's when we win. And then every time we win, everybody else in our division fucking winning. So what do we? I mean,
we're in the best division in the whole MLB.
is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
we
the
are.
best-
We are. Yeah. You got what at the top? You got the Detroit
Ugh.
Tigers, the Cleveland Guardians have been on point,
The
and the Royals.
and
been
Minnesota's
solid.
been hot
Minnesota,
lately.
Yep.
Yeah. So
If only we could play
here-
all our games at home.
if we could always just play the White Sox, Rockies, and Athletics, which I think the Athletics are coming to town.
At home too.
Yeah, yeah.
We got a pretty good home record.
Do we? So, man, so this was something I wanted to say last week on the show. We didn't have the show, but so JJ Bacola, that's our GM, right?
Mm.
He was someone asked him about our base running,
Mm.
right? And he was
It's
like,
not good.
"Oh, okay, this is where I'm going, bro. This
It's
is
like the
where
red
I'm
shirt face
going."
running.
It's kind of hard.
They're-
It's
Man.
kind
Oh,
of
gosh.
terrible.
You
Their
are
base
right.
running's like
So
the red shirts.
I think it was.
Yes.
I mean, who's the guy in 810? The evening guy, Petro.
Oh, yeah.
Petro was.
Seren Petro?
Seren.
Yeah,
Petro.
he was interviewing, and he asked him about the base running because the previous night he got picked off or something, and he was like, Oh, that was so uncharacteristic.
Uncharacteristic.
Yes, of us.
Carrot cake.
We don't do that. Like we're a good running team. He talked about how that was kind of like just a blimp or something that really didn't happen very
No,
often.
we're not.
And I'm thinking that I'm listening to this on the radio live. I'm thinking like,
what game are you watching?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like we're horrible.
Which
at base
base
running, dude.
stealing are you watching?
So I wanted to ask you guys. I'm like, yeah. So you obviously feel like we're horrible at base running, right?
Yeah. So Bobby Witt, he's fast as fuck, but
he has a horrible jump.
He gets caught. Blanco, that's supposed to be our base stealer. He gets caught. So every time we go into extra innings, we want to get the best player out there, right in second base, whatever, to be the fastest one thing, so we can win the game. But we're always going into the 11th and the 12th is like because we can't fucking move the bases.
So the next day, because they researched it, and the next day they were talking about we're the second most. We get thrown out on the bases the second most than any team in the MLB. There's only one team worse running the bases than us.
The Colorado Rockies.
I don't know who that team it was, but we're the second worst. But then here's JJ Bakula. I know that he just wants to give standard answers, but he just kind of that was just a straight freaking lie.
That's a PR lie.
And I get that, but he could
be honest, bro. Just be like, he
could address it a little bit better.
Just say, we're working on it. I understand we're having our struggles. Something professional and polite. Don't lie. Like that was a little blip. That was just kind of a hiccup. Whoopsie daisy. But other than that, we're one of the best base runners out there. No, we're not.
Yeah,
how many times have we got caught up in the fucking what's called the hot
box?
Called the hot box.
Yeah,
hot box.
A lot.
Troy gets caught up in the hot box all the time.
Actually, that's not true. I'm actually 9 for 10 this season, and I got caught in a hot box one time last year, and I beat it.
Because you're not what you was 5 years ago.
Not even close, bro.
But you're still probably the top runner on our team.
I'm the fastest, oldest runner. Yeah, I'm like
the fastest, oldest runner. Yes, I agree with that.
I'm the fastest 49-year-old out there. I will say that. I don't know about anything else.
I wouldn't say out there. I would say on our team. That's why I lead you off.
Might be out there.
I lead you off all the time.
Okay.
That's why I lead you off all the time. So we'll talk about the red shirts here in a little bit later. So, so our pitching has been pretty good, right?
We are wasting great pitching.
Yeah.
We are wasting.
We cannot get some runs to support our
we talked about it at the beginning of the season. What was we missing last year? Our bats were doing a good job, but our pitching was killing us, right?
It was the bullpen last year.
It was the bullpen. Now the bullpen's got it together, but we can't find the bats. Not consistently anyways.
So that leads us to when will the phenom, the savior of the Royals, come up?
Caglione.
Jacques Caglione.
That dude is a monster, dude. That dude is a monster.
But you think it's
don't sit on him too long.
Okay. So AA, AAA, I mean, you still have professionals down there, right? They're still going through rehabs and they're still like professional players down there. And he keeps on rocking everybody wherever he goes. So when he comes up here, do you think down there's a flash in the pan and he'll struggle up here? Or do you think he'll just fit right on in?
So he is a college player. So he's a little bit older. He's 22.
Are the Royals being too cautious?
Yes.
No,
I don't think they are.
No, but
I don't think they're.
I think the Royals had a plan, and they want to stick to the plan they had. Even though he's dominating, they want to stick to the plan they had.
Yeah, that might be just I can see that.
I think they're being a little bit. And so if he comes up to the big leagues, he'll have to play right field, which he's never done. So now he's playing right field in the minors. He's getting more reps there. So my question is, when will he be here?
Danny, when will he be here? See if he answers that, Anissa.
Okay.
I say after the All-Star break, personally.
I say that I've said that for a while.
Yeah, same.
After the All-Star break.
I think he's coming up in June.
But I will say this. If he had 5 home runs last week. 5 home runs in 1 week.
5 in 4 days.
Yes. If he does that again, or he just stays hot like that,
he's coming up in June.
He's coming up next week.
June.
Yeah.
Yeah, June.
Within
he's coming up
within 2 weeks.
Because how can you at this point? Here's a point that was made on 810 radio. They're like, if the minor leagues start pitching around him, then he's not learning nothing there no
Nope.
more. Then
He
bring
is
him
not.
up.
Yeah.
Bring him up.
So hold on. Are they doing that currently?
Well, this was like right after he had the 5 home runs and the 4 days. They're like, if teams start pitching, that was the whole thing. It's like, if team starts pitching around him, he has
Yeah.
no business being there no more.
Yeah. Well, like, what are we doing, right?
Yeah.
'Cause it's not like they need him there to to become a better outfielder, right? Like he's been playing for years. That's there. It's the hitting and the timing that they
The
really
hitting-
need to get down.
Hitting is what we need.
Yes.
If you get any baseball coach at any level is like, if someone can hit, you'll find a spot for them to play.
Bye, Ti. Thanks for coming.
Oh man, Ti,
It
it's
was real, man. My last
it-
podcast, everyone. It was great seeing y'all.
Oh.
Bye.
it's just a bathroom
on over
time
here,
for
Anisha.
Ti. He'll be back.
No,
Come
thank
over here,
you.
sugar. Come on. Come
No.
on, sugar.
She said no, thank you. No, thank you.
Come on, sit right next to me. Come
I'm
on.
good.
Right here. Right here.
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, any other Royals news? I think, what is it? You said it was bases loaded. We didn't get nothing because it's still 4-3.
No.
And then I see, is the Royals pitching?
Man, and freaking Lugo's already out.
Because
And he only got 3 strikeouts.
his middle finger sure must have been still painful a little bit. It's still inflamed. Just a little bit.
All right. Well, shit face. Not much else to say about the Royals, man. It's just an up and down
We were
roller
kind of like,
coaster.
we had that good stretch of 15-2 or whatever we were, and then now, but that's baseball.
So you think if Jack comes up, the Royals season turns around?
No,
I wouldn't say turn around, but I think it'll give it a little spark.
I think that would give us a.
From a 1 to 10 spark, he'll probably give it a nice little 5.
Do you think more people will go?
Oh, fucking yeah.
Dude.
You know that
His first night will be sold out.
I know.
down
His first
in
night
the
there
will be
triple
sold
A,
out.
people are going, they're
Yeah.
flocking to go see him there.
Right.
Oh, hell yeah. That's somebody they want to come and watch.
I think it'll be exciting. And
So
So if he
Arthur
doesn't
Soto,
play-
what does Arthur Soto say?
if he doesn't come
He's
till
gonna,
afterwards,
he's
that's
gonna
like
go watch him
7
in
weeks.
Omaha.
He can't come up until after Thursday. I'm going to watch him in Omaha. So okay.
I think
Yeah,
he'll be here
yeah,
on
yeah.
Wednesday, buddy. He'll be here
No,
on
that would
Wednesday.
suck, right? That's probably why you're going to Omaha.
Yeah, no
Gotta go
doubt.
see Caglione.
Arthur, be sure to mention at Astro Boys if you meet him. At Astro Boys. Be sure to mention
No, so okay, Arthur, if you're going Thursday, come on to our show next Friday and give us an update.
That's a great idea.
Give us an update on what you saw in person. You're gonna be our in-person scout in Omaha. You're the man, dude.
And give us some thoughts on MJ Melendez, see how he's doing.
I thought he's doing pretty good, right?
He's not. He's
I
I think
not.
he opened up a restaurant in Omaha or something. He just decided to retire down there.
No. And okay, Art, if you don't want to be on camera, we can sit you over there in Anissa's seat, and you can just chime in when you like. Like, come man, next Friday, you got to come and tell us the results.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, come on up here and let us know how that little experience went.
Be like the mysterious voice on the side.
And you can think about it. Let us know that'll be a I have work or I would. Get the hell.
Dude, I know you have
Call
a
in
vacation,
sick.
dude. You have a vacation day. Come on, man.
Nobody watches the show. Call in sick. They don't give a shit.
Aren't you a safety guy? No one cares about safety either, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care about the safety.
Yeah, right. Hey, you know what? We could go live with you. You know, maybe
Yeah,
on
that's what he
Facebook.
wants- That's what he wants to do while he's at work.
Hey, I'm the safety inspector over here at BNSNF and FNSNS. So, meanwhile, I'm gonna talk to you guys. Oh, see, he'll go live at work. He
There
don't
you
care.
go. Boom.
Now we just have to figure out how to do that.
He said, I'm
Yeah.
not a safety guy.
All right, we'll figure it out,
oh.
Arthur.
We'd
We'll
have to go
figure out
back-
the logistics, and then we'll let you know.
We'd have to go back to risking it on Riverside to do that.
That's
I don't know
that's
about
that is-
Riverside. I don't know.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
been
It's,
a
a, it's
long
risky.
We couldn't even figure it out when we were on there before, let alone now. All right, man. Okay, so we
Willie
think-
says, yo, Spurs Nation on Facebook.
Spurs.
Spurs?
Why?
Because
Why would he do that?
Because they're getting Cooper Flag. Oh,
No, they're
Oh,
not.
that's Dallas.
Dallas is getting them. So
So
I don't
why
know
is
what
he
all the
saying that at all?
excitement's
Is he at the
He-
casino?
He has been a Spurs fan.
He has been a
forever.
Spurs
oh, okay,
fan.
yeah, okay.
But the
For-
Spurs.
This is
did
why
look
you don't
good.
come on the
Next
show.
year.
This is why you don't come on the show. Because you don't make sense when it comes to sports.
We like you, Willie. Come back.
And your bets.
Oh, Willie Witches. He's one of our best guests.
So hey,
And
Arthur.
now the Royals are losing 5-3.
Yeah, Arthur, you think Salvi is back on track?
No.
He got back on track a little bit, but
He's
then they
chasing
moved,
too much, man.
He's on a roller coaster.
They moved him back up to what? What is he batting? 7th?
He's a roller
6th now?
coaster guy now.
He's chasing too
He
much
used to
these
bat
days,
third.
and the pitchers know it. That's the bad part.
Then
They
he used
know
to
it.
bat 4th.
Oh, he needs to enjoy the couch with the rest of
I
us?
mean, to be bullied. Dang, Arthur.
He definitely needs a reset, though.
Oh. Okay. He said that Salvi batted at the bottom of the lineup during the World Series teams.
In 14-15, he batted.
Uh,
What are-
Uh,
I don't remember that.
I don't either, but okay.
I believe it.
Okay, all right. Hey,
Well-
Arthur, when we going to go to the movies, Oak Park Mall? Every day, come and pick us up. I have Big R to come pick us up. We're going to go watch
know.
Young Guns
I don't
3.
think they got the movies at Oak Park Mall anymore.
saw you-
buddy.
Yeah, they do, man. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to Fun Factory, or what is it, Aladdin's? What was it there?
They didn't have
It was a fun
movies at
factory.
Oak Park.
Yeah,
There's
they did.
only
they did. They actually had, believe it or not,
Two.
once upon a, they had two. They had one inside the mall, and then they had
Across
one
the
where
street.
Target is
Yeah,
now.
I remember
believe.
that, but I'm
Oh
trying,
yeah, that was.
I'm
weird.
trying to
Yeah.
remember the one inside.
There was one
There's
inside.
one inside.
There was
I don't remember.
called Oak Park Mall Theater.
Yeah, Indian Springs had two,
I remember it in Springs.
North and South.
Yeah.
And what was it? Was the North the one that had
know, as
like
a
the
matter
dollar
of fact-
movies?
You know, as a matter of fact,
Yeah, Indian Springs. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
Hey,
great deal.
as a matter
man.
of fact, the last time we went to a movie at Oak Park Mall, inside the mall itself, we got approached by some Asian gangsters.
Oh,
Yeah, well, so what
Was
happened?
Ken,
Yeah.
was Ken with us?
Yeah.
He didn't help us.
Ken was with us, right?
Did he translate?
Sean was driving the car, so Sean was with us, right? And I remember I'm not even kidding. They had like leather jackets on, right? These Asians came in, they had leather jackets on. So what happened? I think either we honked or somebody made a gesture at him somewhere in the parking
It must
lot.
have
or
been
driving
Corey.
to.
Must
We
be
were-
Corey Russo.
We were then followed, so they basically followed. They weren't going to the mall. They followed us to the mall and walked in talking some shit. I don't remember what happened, but Sean went over there and did some Asian ritual with them, and everything was cool. So
Thank you, Sean.
I
My
can
favorite
see-
Chapman.
Yes, he is. He
Chapman
is
right
our
there.
favorite Chapman, dude. He is definitely the favorite Chapman.
Was I there? I don't remember that shit at all.
you weren't there for that one. No, you was not. You was not there. But yes.
Oh.
Oh, overtime.
Hang on. Now it is overtime. Now it is overtime.
Can you turn the other thing over?
Overtime.
You got too much going on over there, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
Jeez
Dang.
Louise.
Fucking song is long. Just fact check myself. Salvi was batting 6th or 7th in the World Series. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Okay,
That's
okay.
where he needs to
Art,
be.
Here-
Okay, for right now, he needs
here's
to be
the question for Arthur Soto. When Jack, how do you say his last name?
Aglione.
there. Caglione.
When he comes up, where does he bat? Where does he bat? Where do you put him?
Caglione.
And everybody just silence. We'll wait.
We will not say another word until Arthur responds to that. So we can all chime in though.
Stop
I
chewing on your fucking chips.
would say I'd bat him fifth.
What are you talking about?
Bat him fifth.
I'm not doing that.
Would you please stop that?
Yes.
We're
That's
waiting on Arthur.
exactly what I was going to say, Ti. Like,
Okay,
false.
so it's been over an hour. So let's. Gosh, dang, this song's still playing. What the motherfucker?
Can you turn it off, dude? Damn.
Hey, just turn the
Stop pushing
roadcaster
buttons.
off,
Stop
dog.
pushing buttons.
Turn
What's wrong with you?
Just hit the power button, bro.
Oh my god.
So he said, "Yeah, I agree. He should bet 5th. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start him out at 5th.
I
We'll
was gonna
see.
say that or clean
Hold on.
up. Yep.
We'll see where he.
I like fifth.
The only
You still got to leave Bobby and clean up, right? Or is he third or fourth?
I'll be second.
Second. Okay. I'd put him third, actually.
Oh, what's
Bobby.
the? I was real quick. I want to ask the question. The whole
Okay.
leadoff spot. So that's been kind of shuffled around a little bit. What do you think, man? You like that?
So India versus Mikel.
Yeah, Michael Garcia.
So Mikel Garcia, he's hot. He's hot right now, right?
Yeah,
He's
but there was
hot.
another person that was batting first.
Who?
Who the fuck was it?
Who?
Who threw?
It says
threw-
India.
India?
And,
Yeah,
and
there was a third, and they kind of
Mm.
like tested that one out, man.
Drew Waters, maybe.
Arthur, if you remember that shit, but yeah, no, it was somebody else, and I was like, huh, okay. I did like the Michael Garcia batting first, but it was somebody else.
He's
I was
hot right now, but,
yeah, I guess that's
uh,
interesting.
I wouldn't. I would not be opposed
All right,
for
maybe-
Mikhail playing batting first.
Yeah, I like both. I like both options. I don't see why
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we all ready for real quicks?
Yeah, let's bring
Yeah,
out the
did
real
you
quick.
have? Okay, all right, okay. Mm-hmm. This is
There we
everybody's favorite
go.
segment of the Astra Boys. It is now time for real quicks. If you have a real quick, go ahead and put it down in the comments in the chat section. Out there on Facebook, you got real quick. Anise is going to be monitoring your real quicks, and we'll put it out there. It could be about anything that happened this past week or so. So, I will lead it off, because that's how I roll. Real quick. Rest in peace, George went. George went to heaven.
Oh, from Cheers?
Norm! Yeah, he passed away.
It was Norm.
Norm.
Yeah.
Nah,
I thought
Norm.
George. Wait a minute. Yeah, it was.
It's a dog and dog world, and I'm wearing
'Cause Cliff was the
milk-bone
other guy.
underwear.
Yep. I got one. Real quick, the red shirts are back at it this Sunday at 2 p.m. Come watch me in the darkness turn double plays.
Oh yeah, it has been a while, man. It's
Real
like
quick.
Mother's Day. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Well, you did hit the button and you went on. But anyways, Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr., June 28th. Thoughts real quick. I say that
Really?
yeah, that fight's gonna be on June 28th. I'm gonna surprise you. I think Jake Paul's gonna win that fight.
Who's he fighting again?
Chavez Jr.
Chavez Jr. So Chavez
I
Jr.
do.
He's a former champ.
He's old, right?
sometimes
No,
he's
he's
old.
not. He's not old. He's a little cocky, and
He's not too old to knock out Jake Paul. Is what Walsh is trying to
But
say.
he's like a smaller guy though too. Like,
He
Jake
is a
Paul's
smaller
bigger.
guy.
He is.
Okay,
There's the
Chavez
caveat.
Jr. is still he's still a good fighter, but he's not great. He tries to follow in his father's footsteps, but his dad is like on his ass, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, fuck. But that fucking Jake Paul, come on, that dude's huge compared to fucking Chavez.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
God, he's gonna whip his ass again. He just keeps on beating up with the little people.
I got two of them. Real quick, Willie says Jacques Vaughn is back at KU.
Oh,
yeah,
I
forgot
did
about
hear that. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Good one, Willie Witches.
All
Willie
right.
Witches. Good
In
job,
what
buddy. Yeah.
capacity?
He's a
He's
coach.
assistant coach.
He's an assistant coach.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That happened last
He
week.
had one more year of eligibility.
How about the viewers? Let them know.
Eligibility. There we go.
All right.
Arthur
Real
says real quick. Sorry, Anissa.
Yeah, you told me to read them, and then you're gonna read them, Dick.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Real quick. Arthur Soto says, "Can't wait for the Overland Park Royals."
That's a good one.
I do not want them
I
at
like it.
119th.
No.
I don't want them at 119th
Right.
either.
How about the KCK Royals coming out?
Yes.
And gone.
You
There's
can
more to
catch a
do in
Marks
Overland
game
Park.
and a Royals game in the same day.
And gone.
Real quick, World Cup is coming to the United States in 2026. There will be, I believe, 8 games played here in Kansas.
Yeah, not in Kansas City. It's
Yeah.
gonna be at Arrowhead.
No, not all of them.
There was a couple of them.
A couple in Arrowhead. There's going to be some wherever that new soccer stadium that they just built over there north of the river or
Sporting
whatever.
KC will be a.
So they'll be playing
so-
there as well.
So does the KC
3
Current?
different spots are going to be
They're
played.
not, the
the
KC
KC
Current is
Current-
not big enough for them
Yes,
to play
it
World.
is.
To
They're
play
gonna
World Cup games?
No,
Absolutely not.
no. You're no.
Yeah.
What?
So KC
I'm
Sporting
with Joe
over
on this.
here, they're using it as a practice facility. Over there, KC
Okay.
Current, they're using it as an actual field.
Arthur says, "Leave that KCK space for the Chiefs."
Okay.
We can do
okay,
both, baby.
okay.
We can do
Do you wanna
both.
do the
Arthur.
chimes?
We can do Bart. We can do both.
Hey, I'm just adding on to your. Oh, you guys are talking about that.
We're talking about
It's fine.
soccer.
I know.
Well, there was your real quick. Sorry, Arthur. Got darkness over here, fucking it all up. Real quick. Once again, what's the deal with me and death? Rest in peace, Ed Gale. You don't know who Ed Gale is?
No.
Well, you didn't let us respond. You just said it right away.
He is he
Right?
is the actor that played Howard the Duck and Chucky in the Chucky
Oh,
series.
Howard the Duck.
Yeah, man, he
Oh.
passed away. Oh Okay. All right.
Guess the sequel's not going to be out.
There
Too
was-
soon. Too soon. That was bad.
Wow.
That was awful.
Jeez, you want to talk about little
That was
people too?
bad. That was bad.
You hate women.
I love women.
Gosh.
Shut up. Real quick, TNT says goodbye to my favorite sports show to watch, Inside the NBA, with Charles Barkley, with Kenny, with John Sally.
They're getting rid of that whole
with
segment?
Fucking Shaquille O'Neal.
That's probably one of the best
Oh,
shows
dude.
to watch.
That's
There's
ridiculous.
nothing better. There's nothing better than
Yeah.
Inside
That's
the
ridiculous.
NBA, dude. I've never seen nothing better when it comes to sports
Shaq Fu not happy.
broadcasting, right?
I feel the
Um,
same way.
However,
Absolutely.
all right, so got some good news for you, Joe. Yes, the iconic, for those that are wondering, Inside the NBA will survive. There's going to be a licensing deal with ESPN, right? But what a lot of people are wondering is there's a lot of freedom they had at TNT. Like they said some risky stuff on
They
TNT.
did.
Yes,
They
yes.
did.
This is a long, quick.
this is one of those good ones though. Shut up. So
Well, this is better than usual, though.
yes.
It's better
Hey,
than usual.
when you're talking about interesting shit, you go on and you talk about it, right?
This is
So
ridiculous.
my thing is if they allow them to have the freedom that they had in TNT, ESPN ratings are about to go up. That is the best damn
Yeah,
show
no
out
doubt.
there.
Okay, but like I said, I'll do it.
Go
real
ahead
quick.
and slay us with your next real quick there, Walter Joe.
I got one
Shaq Fu is ridiculous.
real quick. Shannon Sharp. What's up with him? You talking about that?
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Like man,
I think they're bringing him back.
No, ESPN me too'd his ass. He's out the door. He's gone. He's gone.
I heard they were bringing him back.
No, here's why they're not bringing him back, because there's lawsuits out there now of women saying,
See what
"Hey,
you did, Jim?
well, this is interesting shit, dummy.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck up the story." Right. So what happened is twofold, right? There's women coming out saying that, hey, he did this, he recorded me, I didn't know about it. And even if he did it, public opinion is out there because he accidentally released, what was it, last month, right? Sound bites. I think it was on Instagram, one of those live
I thought
whatever
that happened like more than a
platforms.
month ago, but yeah.
Probably a couple months ago, where yeah, he was tapping that ass and
Yes.
it was
Oh,
being recorded. So he's gonzo.
Yeah.
yeah. Too bad for him. I got another one real quick. I got another real quick. Zion
You took
Williamson is being sued for
Rape.
rape,
Wow.
assaults, a bunch of different
Threatening.
things.
How do you get sued? Shouldn't you get charged?
He's not getting charged.
At
This
least
is
But
not
you're
yet.
getting sued.
It's his
A
it's his
civil
ex-girlfriend.
So I say it's bullshit.
from an
Probably.
ex.
Get the fuck out. You should file
No.
charges
You should
first. and
sue
Yeah,
then
the
yeah.
you
complaint.
should
If you
sue.
really
the
did
complaint
it,
is crazy.
I have
The
no respect
situation
if you don't
is
file real charges.
You
Fuck that.
cannot. He's not going to get charged with. But this chick probably is going to get paid.
I mean, yeah, that's stupid.
Oh, just to let it go away.
No,
Sure,
well,
right?
we read some of the things.
Sets a bad
and
precedent.
It kind of sounded like I could see that.
Oh, what are you trying to say, Waltz?
Whoa.
Whoa.
No, you guys said it.
You think? Oh, so you basically?
Oh, she gonna
saying-
get paid.
So
She
you
gonna
say
get paid.
you basically say what happened to her is okay.
No,
She's
she's gonna get paid.
She's just a girl. All right, we're just
That was
That was a
That was
timing.
bad.
we're
That's
playing.
bad.
We're playing. We're playing.
Very bad.
Yes, we're all kidding.
Okay, I have one more.
Hey, watch
got too
next
serious.
week too, please. Don't.
Because we say
Oh.
positive stuff too.
Yeah, Ti. He's the first one to march down.
Yeah. Real quick, Scott Zolak. I don't know who he is, but
It
he
was Denise's
believes.
turn.
He believes. Sorry, Denisa. He believes the Patriots will be releasing star wide receiver Stephon Diggs. It's on the table.
after his little pink
Yes,
cocaine.
And they said not only because of the viral video of him on the boat. So I was always
So what
surprised
what else
that he
is
went to
there?
the Patriots, by the
Well,
way.
he's an asshole. Dude.
Yeah,
That dude's
yeah,
a
there's
straight
that. There's the
asshole.
fact that he was playing with one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL and he fucked that up. There's that.
And so and he just tore his ACL, so who knows if he's
Yeah. Bye.
healthy.
You fucked it up.
Real quick, Taylor Swift buys back all her masters.
I thought she did that years ago.
That cute.
Who
I thought she did that years ago.
cares?
Does she-
today.
Yeah, like 3
I mean,
months ago.
all her songs suck anyway. So
What the hell is wrong with you?
that would have been a good real quick.
That
back
could
in
have been our
February.
sponsor. She could be our sponsor, Joe. Real quick, Arthur Soda says, leave that KCK space for the Chiefs in a dome.
There you
We
go.
do have the room, and we do have the people, we do have the money.
Dude,
Come on over there, KCK.
I hope
or
we get a
Chiefs.
dome.
I got another
stadium.
one.
I
I
want
got
a
one more.
dome.
County
I want a dome.
Chiefs.
Willie has one more. Real quick. Willie says, Paul's is open again.
Paul's
love
it's
me
Paul's
some
Jr.
Paul's.
Paul's Jr.
Paul's Jr.
If you're willing
It's
to wait for
open,
2
baby.
hours, it is
Yeah.
well worth it. I heard. I haven't done it yet because I don't have the 2 hours to wait. Let me wait until it trickles down a little bit to about an hour and a half. Then I will go down there and get my double burrito spread. Make sure you have the powdered yellow cheese, not that shit you try to do before you guys close down with the shredded cheese.
Also, Willie chimed in and said,
Okay.
Tussie as the pink cocaine. What they call
All
it?
right, they
called it
call it
Tussie?
Tussie.
Tussie?
All right,
I
there
think
you
it's what it's
go.
called.
Get you some Tussie.
Oh, let's give him the
Paul's
Tussie.
Jr. Driving. Do you guys have plain burgers?
No.
My boy over here wants to know. My boy over here
A
wants to know.
plain burger from Paul's Jr., man.
Real quick, Jason Kelce and Travis Kelce are buying the St. Joseph Goats.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't know that they changed to the St. Joseph Goats. I thought it was
What-
Kansas City Goats.
What is
No,
it?
they had nowhere to play here in Kansas City.
Oh, okay,
So
there
they-
you go.
What
What is it?
spot-
Hockey?
St. Joseph's like, we'll
Football.
take you.
Oh my God,
Bro,
it's
Arena
you're the-
football,
You're
dude.
the one that told us about it
You were,
last year.
Oh, they left?
The
Yeah,
goats.
to
I
the
didn't
St.
know
Joseph.
that.
St. Joseph Goats.
That's too bad.
They went to St. Joe because they couldn't
Yeah.
find
That's
their
too bad
arena
because we
here.
ain't going to St. Joe, is what you're saying, right? I agree.
That's too bad.
I mean, that could be a good road trip.
Maybe. That's not a
Yeah,
bad idea.
good guy
It's a
road
reason to
trip.
go. It's a reason to go.
Yeah.
Who's gonna not drink?
We'll take the train.
Yeah, and
Hey,
who wants to spend that
hey,
night
the-
in St. Joseph?
The Uber
Nobody.
to St. Joe to back, that's not gonna be cheap. That's not gonna
Yeah.
be
We'll
cheap.
all
Go
pile in.
ahead.
We'll all take one fucking bag. We'll all pile in too. All right, are we done?
I have no
Our
more.
friend group is weird. God damn. dude.
All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was another fine episode of the Astro Boys. Thank you for all y'all who chimed in. Thank you over there on Facebook. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends about it. We're just a bunch of local yokos talking about local sports. I
Having a
guess
few
we're-
drinks.
That's it, man. Just like hanging out at the bar and talking about sports, man. I guess we'll see you suckers later.
And we always get our facts right.
Suckers!
Always.
Those facts are always right here. Man.
I bet you will.
Oh, Olathe West won state championship. Yeah.
And then do Facebook.
Yeah, turn off my Facebook. Yeah, I do it on there.